Summer is finally here, and with it comes warm weather, family vacations, and decisions for parents to make about what to do with the kids. This sometimes becomes a bit more challenging as our kids approach those preteen and teen years, as they may not know what to do, or the things that they used to do aren't good anymore. So joining us today through Healthy Families Partnership is marriage and family consultant Alvean Lyons. Each month we talk about how we can improve the roles of the 3 P's in our lives as professionals, partners, and parents. And this month we're focusing on the role as a parent. So how can we help our preteens and teenagers stay busy in the summer? Maybe what interested them when they were younger is not interesting anymore.
It's not the same. So we have to make sure we use our summers the best way we possibly can. So we find a really quick way to do that to help parents remember. And we all talk about summer times with our kids. We think of camp. So we're going to break it down into 4 parts very quickly. So summertime is an excellent time to connect with your kids, particularly your teens and tweens, because they're really getting ready to shift a lot in their lives. So we want to make sure that we are plugging in with them at a different level. So our C is connection is the key. Ask questions, find out what's going on in their world. With lighter loads, you don't have homework, you don't have projects that have to be done. Use that time instead to connect with them. So that's where we want to start as parents.
You don't want to just leave them out there on their own to figure it out. You want to be involved.
Oh, absolutely not. As much as you possibly can, and because time is limited for parents, summertime is a great time to do that. The second thing we want to remember is our A. Attitudes are keys to feelings. Summertime is a great time to check in and see how your kids are doing. How are their attitudes shifting? You need to ask questions about what's going on. It helps us to figure out what's happening in their world, and the more we plug in, the better the results typically are with our kids for the long term. So that's super important. Then we shift to our M. Minimize the amount of media and television time that is not monitored. Even when they get older, you want to know what they're listening to, what they're watching, what they're doing, because those are all shaping who they're becoming as people. So we want to make sure that we're either sitting with them and doing that, talking about what's going on, and paying attention to what's coming in, because ultimately that's going to be what's coming out.
Right. And then finally, P.
Play. People think that just because your kids get older, you stop playing with them. That's crazy. Play with them, hang out, do stuff together, enjoy the gorgeous weather, work out together. Do stuff together as much as you possibly can in order to make sure that your kids see laughter among you, that this is someplace I want to be. My parents are still cool. We want to make sure those things are happening with our kids.
Do you have any suggestions of things that you can do with your teens and your tweens?
Absolutely. Because we're moving on a regular basis, we're moving from this place to that place. A lot of times they do sports during the summertime. That's a great time for you to do the plug-in and talking. So do a lot of the talking in the car if you have to. Use your time well. When you're talking about the attitudes, ask the questions every time you see things shift. Great times to do that. We were just talking to One Life Fitness. Working out with your family is a great way to be able to plug in with each other because you're getting healthier and you're connecting with each other.
Right.
But the TV thing, sit with them. Make sure that while they're watching this stuff, you know what's going on.
Right.
And it becomes family time because we get to pick together, what are we going to watch? What movies are we going to watch? What are we going to talk about after them? It stimulates great conversation even around the dinner table.
Right, so keep that communication going. And if you want some more information, you can contact the Healthy Families Partnership on the website, hampton.gov/healthyfamilies, or give them a call at 727-1300. Thanks for all the tips this morning.
Absolutely.